It's crazy.
It's just clutter.
Getting used to that.
Will the Senate please come to order? Can we please have a moment of silence in lieu of a motion? We will now have the pledge of allegiance. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Are there any announcements? Seeing none.
We have 63 appointments for which we have received from the governor and which are now being referred to the committees having jurisdiction. These appointments will appear in today's journal, which you will receive tomorrow. We now have a joint resolution to take up at this time. JRS 6, a joint resolution relating to weekend adjournment on January 17th, 2025. Listen to the reading of the resolution.
Resolved by the Senate and House of Representatives that when the two houses adjourn on Friday, January 17, 2025, it be to meet again no later than Tuesday, January 21, 2025.
Now you've heard the reading of the resolution. The question is, shall the Senate adopt the resolution on its part? Are you ready for the question? Are you ready for the question? If so, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed say no. The ayes appear to have it. The ayes do have it. You have adopted the resolution. Senate bills for introduction. S7, an act relating to automobile insurance, introduced by Senator Hashim. Please listen to the first reading of the bill.
S7, an act relating to automobile insurance.
Now, the bill has been read for the first time and is referred to the Committee on Judiciary. S8, an act relating to eligibility for Dr. Dinosaur for young adults up to 26 years of age, introduced by Senator Wachowski and others. Please listen to the first reading of the bill.
S8, an act relating to eligibility for Dr. Dinosaur for young adults up to 26 years of age.
Now, the bill has been read for the first time and is referred to the Committee on Finance. That's it. There are no orders of the day. Are there any announcements? Senator from Chittenden.
Mr. President, I would move that pending announcements, we stand in adjournment until 9:30, until 1 o'clock tomorrow, Wednesday, the 15th. And if I might lead off announcements. The doormen have informed me that the mailboxes are groaning under the weight of everyone's mail. So if you could clear your mail, whether you ultimately put it into the recycling or not, they would greatly appreciate it. Thank you, Mr. President.
Are there any other announcements? Senator from Addison.
May I make an inquiry? Perhaps you know this. Where are the mailboxes?
In the lounge.
In the lounge.
In the lounge. Okay, thank you, Mr. President.
Having not been here for a few years, I haven't retrieved my mail either.
That is not where they were last session, so.
Are there any other announcements? Senator.
Mr. President, the Senate Secretary reminded me of our training today, which is at 10 o'clock. So if senators could be back here on the floor at 10. Thank you, Mr. President.
Are there any other announcements? Senator from Rutland.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senate Government Operations will meet this afternoon at 1.
Are there any? Senator from Essex Orleans.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senate Agriculture will meet 15 minutes after the training today.
Are there any other announcements? Senator from Windsor.
Mr. President, Senate Judiciary will meet 5 minutes after the training today.
Senator from Lamoille.
Transportation is scheduled for 11 or as soon as we're through the training.
A senator from Wyndham.
Senate institutions will meet at 1 this afternoon.
Senator from Chittenden.
Thank you, Mr. President. Health and Welfare will meet 10 minutes after the training. Thank you.
Senator from Windsor.
In an incredibly generous move, Senate Economic Development, Housing and General Affairs will meet at 11:15 after our training, which should, I think, end at 11. Great, thank you.
Now, this is a senator from Washington.
Senate Natural Resources and Energy will meet at 11 or 10 minutes after the training is over.
Other senator from Washington.
Thank you, Mr. President. Senate Finance will have a short meeting at 1:30 because there is a chair and vice chair training, I believe, this afternoon.
Are there any other announcements? Senator from Chittenden.
Mr. President, the Senate Democrats will not have a formal Tuesday caucus this week, given all of the other scheduling conflicts. But Senate Democrats and others who want to pay attention to our caucus should count on most Tuesdays from 12:20 to 1 moving forward. And as hopefully many folks know, rooms 10 and 11 will be returned to us as meeting spaces, but not until February. So please stay tuned for announcements about where we are meeting.
Are there any other announcements? The chair has an announcement. A couple things have changed in the office. Number one is washing dishes was not in my chief of staff's job description. So I would ask everyone, there will be mugs there, but if you use a mug, please bring it back clean or bring a reusable mug. And it was pointed out to me that I didn't leave any gifts in the desk, but in my family, food is love. And my mom, who's 83, is teaching me how to make an old family recipe of old-fashioned donuts, and her and I had a lesson yesterday. So there are homemade donuts in my office. I hope you'll all stop by and grab one. Are there any announcements? Hearing none, excuse me. The senator from Chittenden has moved that we adjourn until 1 p.m. on Wednesday, the 15th, 2025. Are you ready for the question? All those in favor, please say aye. Aye. All those opposed, nay. The ayes have it, and we've adjourned till Wednesday, January 15th at 1.